Championships here in Cairns and held at the Tanks Arts Centre, and what a wonderful venue it is. In just 2 minutes and 35 seconds, we're going to begin our final session, session 6, and our heavyweight lifters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just 60 seconds now remains before the beginning of session number 6 and the final session of lifting here at the 2019 Australian Masters Championships. Our referees are just taking their seat as we speak. Chief referee today, Greta Schumacher. To the left of the platform is Vanessa McDonald, and over on the right, local referee Suzanne Smith. We will be kicking off proceedings in just a few seconds, and the first lifter out to the platform will be Fiona Creed. She'll be coming out to a 65-kilogram deadlift. And a bar is loaded for Fiona Creed and 65 kilograms. It's gone down, it's come back up, and 2 white lights from the side referees. Just 1 red at the front there from our chief referee, Greta Schumacher, looking at depth potentially. Moving right along to Marion Baird, and 70 kilograms is going on the bar for her opening squat attempt. And the bar is loaded for Marion at 70 kilograms. Nice controlled squat there from Marion. And it's a good lift, and 3 white lights at 70 kilos. Now our young female lifting in the open age category today, and 85 kilograms is going on the bar for Kaylin Coco. Just 15 years of age, so probably as far from a master as you can get. And the bar is loaded for Kaylin Coco at 85 kilograms. Got a bit of a cheer squad in the audience there. Lovely squat there, and white lights it is at 85 kilograms for Kaylin. Tiani Mueller is up next at 87. Husband Marcus competing in the previous session, session number 5, and Tiani now looking for 87 kilograms, and the bar is loaded. And it's back in the rack, and it's a good lift for Tiani at 87 kilograms. And another Cairns lifter, in fact, 2 Cairns lifters again now, and 103 is going on the bar for Kylie Greaves. And the bar is loaded for Kylie at 103. It looked like a nice squat, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 white lights it is for Kylie Greaves there at 103. And now another Cairns athlete, Marina Anthony, is coming out, and 114 is going on the bar for her first squat attempt. And the bar is loaded for Marina Anthony at 114 kilograms. It's back in the rack at 3 white lights for Marina Anthony at 114 kilograms. And the bar jumping right up now to 125. Melanie Liu coming out 125, and 2 red Samtec discs going on the bar. And the bar is loaded for Melanie at 125. It's back in the rack, and 3 white lights it is once again. 125 staying on the bar, and this time for Stephanie Horlick. The bar is loaded for Stephanie at 125. It looked very fast, and the referees say it's a good lift and 3 white lights. Georgina McLaren is coming out next in 128. Georgie, all the way from Cairns, far north Queensland, and the bar is loaded at 128. It's back in the rack, and white lights it is for Georgina McLaren there at 128. 132 is going on the bar next for Victoria Hamblin. And the bar is loaded for Victoria at 132. Been given the rack command, and 3 white lights it is, and that it's going to move us back to the top of the round. And squat number 2, and Fiona Creed will once again join us on the platform in 73 kilograms this time, moving up from 65. And a bar is loaded now for Fiona Creed, and squat number 2 is 73 kilograms. She has stood up. It's moving back into the rack, and it is red lights and a no lift, unfortunately. Looks like a depth call from all 3 referees. Ladies and gentlemen, in a squat, the hip crease at the top of the thigh must go below the top of the knee. In the rules, it's said the vastus medialis muscle, but the key word being below. And now the bar is loaded at Marion Bird, 75 kilograms. Marion pushing it right down there, and the referees give it a good lift, and white lights by the side. Referees successful at 75. Our young lifter in the open age category, Kaylin Coco, is now looking for a 94 kilogram squat. And the bar is loaded for Kaylin Coco. It's back in the rack. It looks good at 94, and white lights it is. Next out, and just 95, 1 kilo more on the bar from 94. Tiani Mueller, Cairns athlete. Second squat, 95 kilograms. The bar is loaded for Tiani. It's 3 white lights once again for Tiani there, and a successful second attempt at 95, and we are moving up to 111 now for Kylie Greaves. And the bar is loaded now for Kylie at 111. Kylie! It's back in the rack, and 3 white lights once again for Kylie at 111. And jumping 11 kilograms now up to 122 kilograms for Marina Anthony. And the bar is loaded for Marina at 122 kilograms. Unfortunately, just a little stumble there for Marina at the top, and red lights it is for her. $130 is next up. And the bar is loaded for Melanie at 130 kilograms. White lights it is there, and a successful lift at 130 for Melanie. And 136 kilograms is going on the bar for Stephanie Horlick. And this is potentially exceeding the current world record, ladies and gentlemen. So it's a big squat, and the bar is loaded for Stephanie now at 136. It's back in the rack, and it's 3 white lights and a good lift for Stephanie there at 136. Moving on now, and 140 is going on the bar for Victoria Hamblin. She will be followed closely by Georgina McLaren, also at 140. And the bar is loaded now for Victoria at 140. Certainly no question of depth on that squat, and 3 white lights it is at 140, and 140 will remain on the bar now for the local athlete, Georgina McLaren. The bar is loaded for Georgina. It's given the rack command, and 3 white lights. Just about stopping in the bottom on that one. Good lift nonetheless, and we are going back to the top of the round now, and Fiona Creed will be coming out at 73 kilograms once again, just missing on depth in the second round of squats here. She's coming out to reattempt the 73 kilograms for her third and final squat. And the bar is loaded now for Fiona Creed. Red lights once again on depth for that squat for Fiona. Unfortunately, she still has the opener of 65 kilograms on the board and will be moving forward in the competition. The bar is now moving up to 80 kilograms, and Marion Baird is up next. She had a successful 70, successful 75, and now looking for 80 kilograms for a third and final squat. And the bar is loaded for Marion Baird at 80 kilograms. It's back in the rack. And it's 2 red lights, unfortunately, this time, and depth again on that hip crease, just not quite getting below the knee in that instance. But Marion has a successful 75 on the board. Kaylin Coco now moving up to 100 kilograms now, the 15-year-old from Mariba. And the bar is loaded. It looks good from here, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a good lift and 3 white lights. 100 kilograms remains on the bar now for Tiani. The bar is loaded for Tiani at 100 kilograms. And she has stood up, and it looks good, and it is good in 3 white lights at 100 kilograms for Tiani also. Followed by another Cairns lifter now, Kylie Greaves at 117 for her third and final squat. And now the bar is loaded for Kylie Greaves at 117. Nice squat. White lights, and 2 of them is enough this time. And red over on the far side from Vanessa McDonald. Looking at depth, but 2 white lights, ladies and gentlemen, is a good lift for Kylie Greaves at 117. And Marina Anthony, getting a little bit off balance on her second attempt at 122, has chosen to move up to 127 for her third and final squat here. And the bar is loaded for Marina Anthony at 127. Nice and controlled that time around, and white lights it is, and a good lift for Marina at 127. Bar moving to 133 now for Melanie Liu. And the bar is loaded at 133 kilograms. Nice catch by the spotters and loaders there. Melanie just unable to stand up with a squat this time, but leaving the platform with a successful 130, moving into bench. Victoria Hamblin is next out, and she's had a successful 140. She's now looking for 145 kilograms on her third and final squat. And the bar is loaded for Victoria at 145. Looked good. It is good. And white lights once again for Victoria Hamblin. Kind of looked A little bit more like an opening attempt, to be honest, that third lift. 145 remains on the bar now for Stephanie Horlick, and if the last one was exceeding the world record, this certainly is as well, and the bar is loaded at 145. The referee's decision is 2 red lights and depth from the side judges there. Unable to get the hip crease below the top of the knee, and a no lift there for Stephanie at 145. Leaves the platform with 136 though, and now Georgina McLaren is coming out to 147, and the bar is loaded for Georgie. And we got 2 red lights there, unfortunately. Kind of gave it away from herself there, shaking her head. Little bit of foot movement there on that last lift for Georgina, and she knew it. Came up shaking her head, unfortunately. Certainly there for next time, though. Moving through to Group A now, and kicking off the squats with a 120, and Esther Cawthorne all the way from Tasmania, ladies and gentlemen, coming up to the Masters Championships here in Cairns. It's a long way from home and probably quite a bit warmer. And the bar is loaded now for Esther Cawthorne at 120. Referee's decision is, unfortunately, red lights on the side. She needs to find a little bit more depth there, or no extension in the knee from one side. Depth on the other side. So a couple of issues there from the side referees, and a no lift. The bar is loaded again at 120 now for Katrina Evans. She has stood up, and it's a good lift, and 3 white lights for Katrina Evans at 120. Danielle Senishin is next up at 142 kilograms. Hopefully I said that name right. Bar is loaded for Danielle at 142. Well, blink and you'll miss it, ladies and gentlemen. 3 white lights it is for Danielle there, and a very fast squat. Owen Cuthbert is next out, and 145 is going on the bar for Owen. Bar is loaded for Owen at 145 kilograms. It looked good from up here, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 white lights it is for Owen Cuthbert at 145, and moving right up now, and Scott Wood is looking for a 150 kilogram opening attempt. Bar is loaded now for Scott Wood, Brisbane North barbell athlete. And it looked good for the big man, Scott Wood, and white lights it is, and a good attempt at 150. The bar is staying at 150 now for Caleb Rigeri in the open age category, and the bar is loaded and just happens to be the same rack height, which is very convenient for the spotters and loaders. Caleb's mum, Lucille, competing in session number 5 previously to this. Nice, fast opening attempt there from Caleb, and white lights it is for the young man from Cairns. 160 is next on the bar, and Richard Farsi, I think we'll call him Jimmy. Jimmy Farsi is coming out to a 160 kilogram opening squat attempt. And the bar is loaded. Huge amount of power out of the bottom there, ladies and gentlemen. White lights all around for Richard Farsi. The bar jumping up to 175 now, and 3 red Samtec discs going on. Big Stuart Gay from Cairns, also in the open here. 105 kilogram class, and the bar is loaded for Stuart Gay at 175. Nice, smooth squat there from Stewart, and white lights it is on his opening attempt at 175. Another Cairns local, Marcel Nyland, and also in the open category here, and 195 going on the bar for him for an opening squat attempt. And the bar is loaded for Marcel. And it's back in the rack, and referee's decision is good lift and 3 white lights, and just about pause squatting that first attempt there. Bar jumping up quite considerably now, and Michael Campbell, the big man, is coming out for a 230 kilogram squat. After blowing the crowd away last night with his bench press efforts, 230s now going on the bar for Michael Campbell, ladies and gentlemen. And the bar is loaded. A little bit wobbly, but fast nonetheless, and white lights it is for Michael Campbell. And now we have the bar really moving into some serious weights, ladies and gentlemen, and 1/4 of a ton is going on at 250 kilograms for Kane Cullen. Kane also in the open age group, and 250, 1/4 of a ton, ladies and gentlemen, going on the bar. And the bar is loaded now for Kane Cullen at 250. The squat looked fast. The referees say 2 white lights. It's a good lift and just a depth call on the far side from Suzanne Smith. Potentially needing to get that hip crease a little bit lower, but 2 white lights is a good lift, and that's a massive weight at 250 kilograms, ladies and gentlemen, for Kane Cullen. Right now, though, we are moving back to the top of the round, and Esther Cawthorne is back out to re-attempt 120. Just missing previously on depth. Now looking for a good lift here at 120 kilograms. Bar is loaded for Esther Cawthorne now at 120. She's dropped it in. And 3 white lights this time at 120 for Esther Cawthorne. And a good lift. 127 going on the bar. Next for Katrina Evans. And a bar is loaded for Katrina Evans at 127. It's back in the rack, ladies and gentlemen. A good lift and 3 white lights there for Katrina Evans at 127. And then we're moving right along to Danielle Sinishin. And 152 kilograms. Successful at 142 and looking to increase by 10. And the bar is loaded now for Danielle. It's a good lift once again, and 3 white lights for Danielle there, 152, and very fast on the way down. Bar jumping 3 kilograms and taking it to 155 for Owen Cuthbert. Had a successful 145. He's looking to add 10 kilograms here in his second squat. And the bar's loaded for Owen. It looks like a good squat for Owen Cuthbert at 155, and 2 white lights is a good lift. Vanessa McDonald seeing something over the other side there. Just maybe depth. The 2 white lights is a good lift at 155, and we're moving right along now to Scott Wood. Another Brisbane North barbell athlete, and the bar is loaded at 160 for Scott Wood. He has stood up with it. And white lights, all the referees agree that that was a good lift. And we are staying at 160 now for Caleb Rigeri, and the bar is loaded. And it looked good, and it's back in the rack. 160 is 3 white lights for Caleb. Jimmy Farsi is next up, and 170 is going on the bar. Successful at 160 previously. He's looking to add 10 kilograms, and 170 is being loaded on. And the bar is loaded for Jimmy. And the squat was fast. And it's white lights again, managing to get the rack out of the rack and stand up straight. Chief referee Greta Schumacher thinking he wasn't quite up straight there at the start. 185 is coming up next for our open 105 lifter. $185, and Stuart Gay is next out to the platform. Successful at 175 and looked quite a good lift, and 185 is now loaded for Stuart Gay. Nice looking squat once again, and we're waiting for a decision, and 3 white lights it is for Stuart Gay at 185, and followed out next by his Cairns counterpart, and also open 105. 210 is going on the bar for Marcel Nyland. And the bar is loaded for Marcel. And that one looked better than the first. And white lights it is for Marcel Nyland at 210 kilograms. And now the big man, Michael Campbell, is coming out. Successful at 230, he's now looking for a 240 kilogram squat. And the bar is loaded for Michael Campbell now. Pushing that Samtec rack to the heights. It looks good again. White lights it is from Michael Campbell. Oh, great lifting. I like this guy a lot. I think we're going to have fun in bench press with Michael. Kane Cullen now, he's a successful 250 on the first squat. He's now looking for a massive 265 at just 105 body weight. This is a big squat for the open lifter, and the bar is loaded for Kane Cullen now. He has stood up with it, ladies and gentlemen, and the referee's decision is good lift and 3 white lights at 265 for Kane Cullen. And that takes us back to the top of the round and back to Esther Cawthorne, and she will attempt a 127. And the bar is loaded for Esther Cawthorne at 127. It is back in the rack, ladies and gentlemen, and 2 white lights and a good lift for Esther Cawthorne at 127. Katrina Evans is now looking for 133 kilograms for her third and final squat. The bar is loaded now for Katrina Evans at 133. Just searching for that depth at the bottom and managing to stand up. And 2 white lights it is for Katrina Evans at 133. Danielle is next out. She's had a successful 142. She's then come out and completed a 152 for a successful attempt, and she's now looking at 161 kilograms. And the bar is loaded for Danielle at 161. Hitting the hole hard there, bouncing out, but just a bit of a dip in the bar, and that is a no lift, unfortunately, Danielle, but she's got 152 on the board, regardless, moving in to bench press very shortly. Scott Wood, the big man from Brisbane North Barbell, is looking for 165 for his final squat. Bar is loaded for Scott Wood at 165 now. The big man from Brisbane coming out for a final squat of 165. He has stood up with it, ladies and gentlemen, and it is white lights for Scott Wood at 165, and staying at 165 next for Owen Cuthbert. $165 staying on the bar for Owen. And the bar is loaded for Owen at 165. Big roar at the top there for Owen and 3 white lights for his efforts. And now 168 kilograms is going on the bar for Caleb, and the bar is loaded. And he has stood up with it, ladies and gentlemen, and good lift and 3 white lights there for Caleb. The bar moving on up now, and 180 is going on for Jimmy Farsi. And the bar's loaded for Jimmy at 180 kilograms. And fast, fast, fast it was, and white lights for Jimmy. $195 is next on the bar, and the open 105s here, and Stuart Gay is coming out. 195. We just got to take the racks up to giant size. And the bar is loaded for Stuart Gay at 195. Could be the tallest 105 in the country. Shaking his head there. Not today, unfortunately, for Stuart, but 185 is good for him. $105 open category once again here, and Marcel is looking for a 220. This is Marcel's first 3-lift powerlifting competition, and looking for a 220 squat on his 3rd attempt, and now the bar is loaded for Marcel. Lovely looking squat once again, and a good lift for Marcel and 3 white lights. We have 2 squats remaining, first of which will be Michael Campbell, ladies and gentlemen, and then Kane Cullen. Right now, we're going to have 245 kilograms going on the bar for Michael Campbell. And the bar is loaded now for Michael Campbell at 245 kilograms. No, saying no on the way up there, and a good catch by all of the spotters and loaders. Our Sam Tech spotters and loaders today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final squat, or maybe not. There's one more to go, in fact. But this will be potentially the heaviest squat of the entire competition, and 270 kilograms is going on the bar. And hopefully the Samtech spotters will not need to save this one for Kane Cullen. The bar is loaded at 270 kilograms. This is a big squat, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a hand on the way up. He's got a smile on his face. He's back in the rack, and the referee's decision is good lift and 3 white lights at 270 kilograms for Kane Cullen. That was a great lift for Kane and a huge performance on squats so far. We are now having a lifter reattempt. Her coach has argued there was some interference by the spotters too early. So we will now have Danielle reattempt 161 kilograms. And a bar is loaded now for Danielle at 161. And this time, the referee's decision is good, and white lights it is for Danielle. We will be having a 5-minute recess, ladies and gentlemen, moving into bench press. Please don't go anywhere. There is loads more lifting action to come. We have the bench press, followed by the best lift of them all, the deadlift this afternoon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to hold this competition up much longer. We'll get the officials and spotted and loaders back to the platform, please. We are going to be kicking off the bench press leg of session number 6 in just 1 minute and 5 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the action will start again for bench press in just 20 seconds. First lifter out to the platform will be Kaylin Coco, 15-year-old from Mariba. "52 kilograms. And the bar is loaded for Kaylin Coco. It looked good from here, ladies and gentlemen, and 3 white lights it is for the young lady from Mariba, Kaylin Coco. Followed out by Marion Baird, and 52 kilograms stays on the bar. And the bar is loaded for Marion at 52. And white lights it is there for Marion Baird. Next out to the platform, and just a kilo more going on the bar at 53 is Fiona Creed. Choosing to have some blocks under the feet. And the bar is loaded for Fiona Creed at 53 kilograms. Nice, smooth press from Fiona, and white lights it is for her on her opening bench press of 53 kilograms. And next out, the local lass, Kylie Greaves, and 58 kilograms is going on the bar for her opening bench press attempt. And the bar is loaded for Kylie Greaves at 58. White lights it is for Kylie Greaves there at 58, and Melanie Lee, who is coming out to 60 kilograms next. The bar is loaded now for Melanie at 60 kilograms. Just back in the rack, ladies and gentlemen, and white lights it is for Melanie. And next out to the platform will be Tiani Mueller, and 62 kilograms going on the bar for Tiani. And the bar is loaded for Tiani. Nice press from Tiani, and white lights it is at 62, and we're jumping up just 2 kilograms to 64 now for another local athlete, Marina Anthony. And the bar's loaded for Marina at 64. Lovely opening attempt there for Marina at 64, absolutely flying up off the chest. She looks very casual. Just jumping a kilo now to 65, and Stephanie Horlick is next out. Stephanie coming off a big squat. It's 9 kilograms out in front of Marina at the moment. And the bar is loaded for Stephanie Horlick at 65. It's back in the rack, and white lights it is for Stephanie there at 65, and Victoria Hamblin is next out, and 67 going on the bar for her. The bar is loaded for Victoria Hamblin. Very easy press there from Victoria, and, well, a red light from the chief referee, but 2 whites. Maybe she's seeing a little bit of foot movement there. The feet cannot move in the bench press, ladies and gentlemen. For the completion of the lift, you must have your feet flat on the floor, your bum remaining in contact with the pad along with your shoulders and your head. And the bar is loaded now for Georgina McLaren and 77 kilograms. Making 77 look like a breeze, and white lights it is for Georgina McLaren on her first bench press. We will be moving back to the top of the round, ladies and gentlemen, and 55 kilograms will go onto the bar for Marion Baird. The bar is loaded for Marion at 55. She has managed to get it to arm's length, and white lights it is for Marion Baird there, and followed closely by Fiona Creed, and 1 kilogram more on the bar, which will take it to 56. And the bar is loaded for Fiona. It was going up, but then it was going back down, unfortunately, there for Fiona, and missing 56. She has one more attempt, though, ladies and gentlemen, so hope is not lost just yet. And now we have the young lady, just 15 years of age, Kaylin Coco, coming out to 57, and the bar is loaded. And looking good at 57. White lights it is again for Kaylin Coco. And moving up to 63 now for Melanie. Successful at 60 earlier, and 63 now, and the bar is loaded for Melanie. And white lights it is for Melanie at 63. Sneaking one more kilogram on the bar is Kylie Greaves and going for 64. And the bar's loaded for Kylie Greaves. White lights again for Kylie Greaves there at 64 kilograms. And Tiani now looking for 68. She had a nice press at 62. Chasing 68 now. And the bar is loaded for Tiani at 68 kilograms. Hey, Tiani. Nice press once again, and white lights it is for Tiani on her second at 68. Marina Anthony is coming out next to 69 kilograms. Bar is loaded for Marina. Lovely looking press once again, and white lights it is for Marina Anthony. $70 kilograms going on the bar next for Stephanie Horlick. And the bar's loaded. And that looked good too, and 3 white lights. The 2 ladies in the 100 kilogram class, 50 to 54, are very close on the bench press here. Victoria Hamblin is next out, and 74 kilograms is on the bar for her, and the bar is loaded. It's back in the rack, and the referee's decision is 2 red lights. Looked like the foot may have been coming up. Two referees agreed. The foot was coming off the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, the feet must stay flat on the floor throughout the bench press. These athletes trying to get themselves in the best position to press. Sometimes the foot can come up. Just need those feet to be flat for a lift to count. And now we're moving to 84 kilograms. And the bar is loaded for Georgina McLaren at 84. Three white lights. A little shaky off the bottom, but blasting it up at the top there at 84 for Georgina McLaren. And that takes us back to the top of the round and the third and final bench press for these athletes in Group B, ladies and gentlemen. And the first back out to the platform will be Fiona Creed, and she'll be looking to have another crack at 56 kilograms. Bar is loaded for Fiona Creed now at 56. Reattempting the second here. Third and final bench press for these Group B athletes. Unlucky once again at 56. Still in the game, however, Fiona Creed, and 53 is on the board for her first attempt. Marion Baird is now looking to extend her bench press by 2 kilograms and taking 55 for a second, and now she's looking for 57, and the bar is loaded for Marion. Good catch by the spotters there, and unlucky Marion, still 55 on the board for her. And now the young lady all the way from the Atherton Tablelands, Kaylin Coco, just 15 years of age, ladies and gentlemen, will come out and attempt a 60 kilogram bench press. And a bar is loaded for Kaylin. Looked like there was another 10 kilos in that. Got one red light, however, but 2 whites is good enough. I'm getting an indication from Vanessa that was supposed to be a white light. So 3 white lights it is, and 60 kilos is successful for Kaylin. Looked like a little bit of room left in the tank. We may have to test that next week. 66 is next out for Melanie, and third and final bench press for her. The bar is loaded for Melanie Lihu at 66. Unable to press it out this time, unfortunately, Melanie, but 63 is on the board, regardless, moving into deadlifts. Kylie Greaves is next up, and another Cairns athlete now, and looking for 67. She's got 64 on the board. The bar is loaded at 67 for Kylie. Great looking press from Kylie and 3 white lights at 67 kilograms and good lifting. Tiani next, also a Cairns athlete. 71 is going on the bar for Tiani. Bar's loaded for Tiani at 71 kilograms. And it looks like 2 white lights. Could have been some foot movement on the far side there on Suzanne Smith's side, but 2 white lights is a good lift at 71 for Tiani. And we're now moving the bar to 73 kilograms for Marina Anthony. And a bar is loaded for Marina now at 73 kilograms. All of these benches look like there's room to move, and 3 white lights. It is Marina Anthony. The bar is loaded for Victoria Hambler now at 74 kilograms. And another good lift and loads of green here in the third bench press, which is unusual. The 74 remains on the bar, and Stephanie Horlick is next out. Bar is loaded, in fact. Absolutely blowing it up again. White lights it is for Stephanie Horlick at 74. And now jumping up immensely to 90 kilograms. And Georgina McLaren from Cairns will be coming out to attempt a huge 90 kilograms and potentially the largest female bench press of the competition, ladies and gentlemen. And the bar is loaded for Georgina McLaren at 90 kilograms. It looks like she's done it. White lights it is, and it's a good lift for Georgina McLaren at 90 kilograms. Wonderful lifting from Georgina there and a massive 90 kilogram bench press. We are moving straight into Group A now, ladies and gentlemen, and Esther Cawthorne will be the first out, and 63 kilograms is going on the bar for her. Bar is loaded at 63 for the final countdown. And it's white lights for Esther at 63 kilograms. And Danielle is next out at 65. Just 2 kilograms being added to the bar. Bar is loaded for Danielle at 65 kilograms. Nice. 3 white lights it is for Danielle, and not a problem there at 65. And jumping up considerably now to 78 kilograms, and quite a large opening attempt for Katrina Evans. And the bar is loaded for Katrina Evans at 78 kilograms. A few easies from the crowd out there, and I believe it was quite easy, and white lights it is for Katrina Evans at 78. We're now moving into our men here, heavyweight men, and 95 kilograms going on the bar for Scott Wood. He came off a 165 squat, now looking for a 95 opening bench, and the bar is loaded. Very easy bench press there for Scott. Successful attempt at 95, and now we're just jumping to 100 for Owen Cuthbert. And the bar is loaded for Owen Cuthbert at 100 kilograms. Standard issue opening attempt there, and white lights indeed for Owen Cuthbert. Moving into our young lad, Caleb Rigeri, and 105 is going on the bar. Bar is loaded for Caleb at 105. Nice easy press there for Caleb, and white lights it is for the young man from Cairns. Competing alongside his mother in an earlier session today. $115 is next on the bar for Jimmy Farsi. And the bar is loaded for Jimmy at 115. Very nice looking press there from Jimmy Farsi, and 2 white lights. Bar is loaded for the local lad, Marcel Nyland, at 120 kilograms. Marcel competing in the 105 kilogram class in the open age division today, ladies and gentlemen. It's back in the rack, and white lights it is. Stuart Gay is next out, and 130 kilograms is going on the bar for his opening attempt, also in the 105 open male division. And the bar's loaded for Stewie Gay. If anyone out there is looking at investing property in Cairns, Stuart Gay is your man to talk to. Nice press from Stewie there at 130, and a good lift indeed. Jumping up quite some distance now at 183 kilograms is Kane Cullen. And a humongous opening bench press for a 105 competitor, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from Rockhampton, ladies and gentlemen, Kane Cullen, 183, and a bar is loaded. This is an immense opening weight. Wow, fast as well, and white lights from the sides. Head referee just seeing some foot coming up, or maybe a bit of foot movement, but 2 white lights is good. And now the moment I've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Campbell is coming out to a 190 kilogram opening attempt here. And a bar is loaded for Michael Campbell. It's back in the rack. It looks great. And 3 white lights it is from Michael Campbell. And huge lifting, making the spotters and loaders work. We're going all the way back down to 67 kilograms. And Esther Cawthorne is coming out for a second bench press attempt of the competition here at the 2019 Australian Masters Championships right here in Cairns, far north Queensland. Hosted by Iron Strength, Power and Performance. Best gym in Australia. And the bar is loaded for Esther Cawthorne at 67 kilograms. Unfortunately, a couple of red lights there, and it looks like her bum has come off the bench, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you must have contact on the bench with your bum, shoulders, and head at all times through the lift. $69 is now on the bar, and the bar is loaded for Danielle. Had some success at 65 in the opening attempt and looking for 69 for a second. Well, that was quite easy. 3 white lights. 81 is next up, and another big jump up for Katrina Evans, and 81 kilograms is going on the bar. And the bar is loaded for Katrina Evans at 81 kilograms. Very smooth on the way up, and white lights it is for Katrina Evans at 81 kilograms. And now Scott Wood, the big man from Brisbane North Barbell, with 100 kilograms going on the bar. And the bar is loaded now for Scott Wood. Oh, very fast. 100 kilo squat there. Keeping it quite conservative. Coach Dave Napper there from Brisbane North Barbell. And now another B&B athlete out to the platform, and Owen Cuthbert is next out with 105. And the bar's loaded for Owen. Good lift there from Owen at 105, and the young local lad, 114 is going on the bar for Caleb. And the bar is loaded for Caleb at 114. One red. Two whites is a good lift regardless, and 114 is successful, and now Jimmy Farsi is coming out to 122 kilograms. And the bar is loaded now. Jimmy with a good press and two white lights, and referee Vanessa McDonald just picking up a bit of that heel coming up off the floor there. Once again, the feet must remain flat on the floor, but a good lift nonetheless. And now we will welcome Marcel Nyland at 128 kilograms back to the platform for his second best press attempt. And the bar is loaded for Marcel. And it's white lights for Marcel. $145 is next on the bar for Stewie Gay, and the bar is loaded. Taking a big jump there and not coming off, unfortunately for Stewart, not able to press it out at 145. Still has one more crack, ladies and gentlemen, at 145 to come. And now a humongous weight going on the bar for Kane Cullen. He is jumping another 10 kilograms, ladies and gentlemen, and attempting 193, and this will be the largest male bench press attempt of the competition. 193 kilograms, and the bar is loaded for Kane Cullen. This is a big bench press, ladies and gentlemen, on the way up. Give him a hand. He looks like he's done it with relative ease, and it's white lights all around for Kane Cullen at 193. And now the largest successful bench press attempt, only going to be exceeded now if Michael Campbell presses 200 kilograms. Made 190 fly quite easily. We're looking for 200 now. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, now the largest male bench press attempt of the competition. Bar is loaded at 200 kilos. He looks like he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. It is white lights and a good lift at 200 kilograms from Michael Campbell. Raw, this bloke. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are moving into the final round of bench press for the entire competition now. And back to the start of the round with Esther Cawthorne, and she's looking for this 67 she missed on the second, and the bar is loaded for Esther. The bar is back in the rack. Still has time to get it out now. Just 16 seconds remaining. Needs to get set quickly. With just 1 second on the clock, she has got a press call, and it's white lights indeed for Esther Cawthorne, and very lucky there, 1 second on the clock. Danielle is next out, and she is going to attempt 72 kilograms. The bar's loaded for Danielle at 72. Well, very fast press once again, and 3 white lights it is. I think that surprised even the coach, Liz Craven. 84 now, Katrina Evans. She's had success at 78 and 81. And now she's chasing an 84 for a final bench press attempt. And the bar is loaded for Katrina Evans. We got 3 white lights once again for Katrina Evans in a successful lift at 84, and great bench pressing from Katrina there. Moving into our men now. And the final bench presses of the weekend, and Scott Wood will be coming out to 105. I thought 100 was conservative. Just looking for 105 now, and the bar is loaded for Scott. And that is a great press, quite conservative at 105, and looks like there's plenty more in the tank there for Scott Wood. Owen Cuthbert now just looking for 110 kilograms. And a bar's loaded for Owen Cuthbert. Nice press and white lights again for Owen Cuthbert. Has Dave Napper missed a lift at all this weekend? I'm not sure. I think there's been lots of 9 out of 9s from Brisbane North Barbell. 120 now is going on the bar for big Caleb Regeri. And a bar is loaded for the young man from Cairns. It looks good, and white lights it is for Caleb at 120. Absolutely eclipsing his previous personal best, ladies and gentlemen. And now, big Jimmy Varsi is coming out. 125. And the bar is loaded for Richard Jimmy Varsi. Great lifting from Jimmy Varsi there in the bench press, and 125 is successful. Marcel Nyland, the local Cairns lad, local school teacher, in fact. 135, and the bar is loaded for Marcel. It looks like a good press. Waiting for a decision from the chief referee, and white lights it is, and a good lift for Marcel. A few years ago, Marcel suffered a catastrophic pec tear, ladies and gentlemen, at a similar weight to what he just pressed, so it's quite impressive to see the man out there overcoming the fear. And now Stuart Gay is having a second crack at 145. The bar is loaded for Stewie. Yes! White lights it is for Stewie Gay at 145 and bringing it back. That was a tough press, mate. Great pressing from Stewie there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final two bench presses getting very exciting. Once again, Kane Cullen is back to the platform, and this time with 198 kilograms, 436 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, the bar is loaded for Kane Cullen at 198 kilos. I think he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. White lights it is, and a good lift. Great lifting there for Kane. Unbelievable stuff. 198. Successful bench press at just 105. Coming up close to double body weight. Great lifting. Speaking of big bench presses, next up is the monster Michael Campbell coming out. And 210, and the bar is loaded for Michael Campbell. Unfortunately, not this time. That is a huge weight to have in your hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, good on you, Michael Campbell. Well done, buddy. Great attitude out there on the platform, too. What a champion. All right, it looks like we're going to have 5 minutes on the clock, and we will be moving into the most exciting lift of them all, the deadlift, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around for the deadlift action here in session number 6 in the final session of the 2019 Australian Masters Championships. "53 seconds remaining before deadlifts begin, ladies and gentlemen. Officials, spotters and loaders to the platform, please. We're about to get this show on the road for deadlifts in our final deadlift session of the weekend. Hey, thanks. Only one. Saving it to the end. All right, referees, take your chairs, please. In just a few moments, Kaylin Coco will take the platform at 90 kilograms. The 15-year-old from Mariba in the Atherton Tablelands. Tech desk is coming back with 1 second remaining. Chief referee, are we ready to go? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the bar is loaded for Kaylin Coco at 90 kilograms in the first deadlift of session number 6. Nice and easy opening attempt there, and 3 white lights it is for Kaylin, followed by Kylie Greaves, and 110 is going on the bar for her opening attempt. Bar is loaded for Kylie Greaves at 110. Three white lights it is for Kylie there at 110. 118 is going on the bar for Tiani Mueller now. Local Cairns athlete. The bar is loaded for Tiani at 118. She has stood up, and white lights it is for Tiani. The bar moving up. That was a good lift. The bar is moving up to 120 kilograms from Marion Baird, and the bar is loaded. Nice smooth opening attempt there. And 3 white lights it is. And we're moving to 130 now for Victoria Hamblin. Bar is loaded for Victoria Hamblin at 130. Back on the floor, and white lights it is at 130, and the bar staying at 130 for the next 2 lifts. And Georgina McLaren is coming out to 130 also. Bar's loaded. And a good lift, and 3 white lights for Georgie there at 130, and remaining at 130 once again, and the bar is loaded for Marina Anthony. And it's on the floor, and white lights it is. And now 141 is on the bar, and I've been told that this is a Masters national record attempt in the 100 kilogram class, 50 to 54. And the bar is loaded for Stephanie Horlick at 141. Relative ease there, and white lights it is, and a new record for Stephanie Horlick in the 100 kilogram class, 50 to 54 years of age, and 141. Bar is loaded at 142 for Melanie Liu. And a good lift for Melanie at 142. And 145 now going on the bar for Fiona Creed. Also in the 100 class, 50 to 54. So I believe this is going for the record. And the bar is loaded. Great deadlift there, and white lights it is for Fiona Creed at 145. Didn't have a great run on the bench press, but coming back and absolutely smashing the deadlift at 145. And now we're back to the top of the round, and Kaylin Coco, the 15-year-old from Mariba, 104 kilograms is going on the bar for her. And the bar is loaded for Kaylin at 104. It's back on the floor. Good lift and 3 white lights there for Kaylin. 122 next for Kylie Greaves. Bar is loaded for Kylie Greaves at 122. The bar is on the floor and it's white lights. It's great to see Kylie's remembered how to deadlift. $126 kilograms is going on the bar next for Tiani. And the bar is loaded. The bar's back on the floor, and white lights it is for Tiani at 126. And Marion Baird will be out at 130 this time, successful at 120. And I believe this is a Masters national record attempt here in the 100 class, 60 to 64, and the bar is loaded. Bar is loaded, bar is loaded. And it looks like it is a good lift and a new Masters national record for Marion Bird in the 100 kilogram class, 60 to 64 years of age. And next out to the platform will be Victoria Hamblin, and she's looking for 137 kilograms, and the bar is loaded. White lights it is there for Victoria Hamblin, and a good lift at 140. The bar is loaded now for Marina Anthony at 140 kilograms. And it looks good. It is good. And white lights for Marina Anthony at 140 kilograms. And Georgina McLaren is next out to the platform at 145. And the bar is loaded for Georgina. Nice fast attempt on the third. 3 white lights. $150 kilograms is going on the bar next for Stephanie Horlick. She's looking to take the record back, and the bar is loaded. Back on the floor, and once again, it's a good lift, and she has reclaimed the record. Is that a total record also? Well, there you have it. Total record as well for Stephanie Horlick here on the 100 kilogram class, 50 to 54 years of age. We now have Melanie Lee, who in 152 is loaded on the bar. She has stood up, and it's white lights again at 152 for Melanie. And now 153, looking to take the record back off Stephanie for the deadlift. Fiona Creed, the bar is loaded. She may have done it, ladies and gentlemen. She did with 3 white lights in 153. Great lifting there and taking the Masters record back. And now final deadlift number 3 for our athletes in Group B. Final deadlift for them before we move into our Group A lifters. And first out to the platform will be Kaylin Coco. And 110 kilograms is going on the bar for her. The bar is loaded now for Kaylin Coco at 110 kilograms. It's back on the floor, and white lights it is for Kaylin Coco at 110 kilograms. And a big happy grin on her face. 130 now going on for Kylie Greaves. Successful at 110, 122, and now she's searching for 130 on the final lift, and the bar is loaded. And it looks like a good lift to me, and the referees agree with 3 white lights for Kylie Greaves at 130. And the bar's loaded to 133 for Tiani now for the final lift. Another Cairns lifter, this time in the open age category. Bars loaded, bars loaded. Get up! Great grind at the bottom there, but unfortunately unable to stand up this time with 133. Still successful at 126 and finishing with a 297 kilogram total. And the bar is loaded for Marion Baird at 136 kilograms now. Not this time, unfortunately, for Marion Baird. And now Victoria Hamblin is looking for a 140 kilogram deadlift for her third and final deadlift of the competition. And a bar is loaded for Victoria. She has stood up, and the referees say it's a good lift, and 3 white lights at 140 kilograms. Now, local athlete Marina Anthony is looking for a 147 kilogram deadlift. And the bar is loaded for Marina Anthony. Get up, Marina. And it looks good, and it is good, and 3 white lights. Great competition for Marina Anthony there, finishing off with a 347 kilogram total and what looks to be second place currently in the 100 kilogram 50 to 54 year category. And now the bar is loaded for Georgina McLaren at 155 for her third and final deadlift. It's back on the floor, and white lights it is for Georgina there at 155 and leaving today with a 385 kilogram total in first place in the 40 to 44 100 kilogram class. And now the bar is loaded for Fiona Creed at 156 for her third and final deadlift of the session, of the competition, in fact. Has she got it, ladies and gentlemen? Unfortunately not. Looked like a bit of downward motion to the bar and a little bit of support on the thighs. Unfortunately for her, but what a crack in the deadlifts. Bit of a surprise package there. And now the bar is loaded for Melanie Lehu at 157 kilograms. She has picked it up, but it is red lights once again, ladies and gentlemen. Just seeing a little bit of downward movement and a bit of support on the legs. You could call it hitching, but not officially in the rules, hitching. And the bar is loaded for Stephanie Horlick now at 116, and it's been an unbelievable session for her, and 160 now. And it's a good lift, and she extends her deadlift record, total record, all the records. Takes the gold medal also with her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now moving right into our final deadlift session of the competition. These are the last lifts you will see this weekend here at the 2019 Australian Masters Championships here in Cairns. And before we get underway, we're going to clean this bar up before we see Katrina Evans come out and attempt 100 kilograms to open her deadlift campaign. The bar is loaded now for Katrina Evans at 100 kilograms. And white lights it is for Katrina Evans at 100 kilograms. 121 will be next on the bar for Danielle. And the bar's loaded for Danielle at 121. White lights it is for Danielle again at 121. And Esther Cawthorne is next out to 129. All three of these ladies in the 100 plus kilogram class from 45 to 49 years of age. And a bar is loaded now for Esther Cawthorne at 129. It's 129 is back on the floor, and it's a good lift and 3 white lights for Esther Cawthorne. Currently, Danielle in first place, Esther in second, and Katrina Evans in third place going into second deadlift. But now the bar is loaded for Scott Wood at 150 kilograms. And it's back on the floor, and a good lift in white lights for Scott Wood. Caleb Brigari is next up, and 170 is going on the bar for him. And the bar is loaded for Caleb Brigari. And Caleb has done it, and white lights it is on his opening attempt at 170. Now moving to Owen Cuthbert at 180. Bar is loaded now by Owen Cuthbert at 180, ladies and gentlemen. And a good lift there from Owen Cuthbert at 180. Jumping up to 220 now for Stuart Gay. Bar is loaded for Stewie Gay at 220. Let's go, Stuart. $220 is good, and 3 white lights for Stewie Gay. And now things are starting to heat up here, and we got 240 kilograms going on the bar for big Richard Jimmy Farsi. And the bar is loaded for Jimmy Farsi at 240 kilograms. Nice lift there for Jimmy, and 240 is good, good, good. 250 kilograms is next up on the barbell for big Michael Campbell, coming off an impressive 200 kilogram bench press. 250 now on the bar, just waiting for the chief referee. And the bar is loaded now for Michael Campbell at 250 kilograms. The bar is back on the floor, a little falter halfway up, but white lights from the side referees it is. And a good lift for the big man, Michael Campbell. And now we are moving to some serious weight, ladies and gentlemen. 260 kilograms is going on the bar for Marcel Nyland here. And the bar is loaded for Marcel at 260. And it looks good, and white lights it is from Marcel Nyland at 260 kilograms. And now the big man, Kane Cullen, having a huge competition today. Subtotal of 468. He's now looking to add 278 to that number, ladies and gentlemen. And a massive opening deadlift and the biggest of the competition now. Kane Cullen, the bar is loaded at 278 kilograms. And makes it look relatively easy there on white lights at 278, and unbelievable lifting there from Kane. We are moving on to deadlift number 2, ladies and gentlemen, and 110 back on the bar for Katrina Evans. And the bar is loaded for Katrina Evans at 110 now. The deadlift number 2 here at the 2019 Australian Masters Championships. It's back on the platform, ladies and gentlemen, and a good lift and 3 white lights for Katrina Evans. She will be followed out by Danielle and 133 kilograms going on the bar. Bars loaded for Danielle at 133. And it's a good lift and 3 white lights for Danielle, and followed out now by Esther Cawthorne all the way from Tasmania. And 138 kilograms is on the bar, and the bar is loaded for Esther. It's back on the floor, and it's a good lift, and that has moved Esther back into second position now. Danielle still leading. Moving in to our male competitors here, and kicking off with Scott Wood for his second deadlift, and 160, and the bar is loaded. Nice easy lift for the big man, and 3 white lights it is for Scott Wood at 160. The young man from Cairns, Caleb Regeri, now is 185 on the bar. Caleb's mother, Lucille, competed earlier in the competition today in session number 5, and now the son coming out, and the bar is loaded at 185. It's back on the floor, and a good lift and 3 white lights for Caleb. $195 is going on the bar now, and the bar is loaded for Owen Cuthbert. And it looks good from here, ladies and gentlemen, and white lights it is for Owen Cuthbert. And here we go now, 240. 45 kilograms going on the bar, and this time Stuart Gay, local Cairns athlete. And the bar is loaded for Stuart Gay. Not going today, Stuart. Richard Jimmy Farsi is next out to the platform, and 260 kilograms, and the bar is loaded for Jimmy. And it looks pretty good from here, and 3 white lights it is for Jimmy Farsi. And now big Michael Campbell coming off a successful 250. He's looking for 265 on his second attempt. And now the bar is loaded for Michael Campbell at 265. It's back on the floor, and referee's decision is good, and white lights for Michael Campbell at 265. And now the final 2 lifters of this deadlift round, deadlift number 2, and 276 kilograms is going on the bar for Marcel Nyland. Success at 260s, now looking for 276, and the bar is loaded for Marcel at 276. Let's go, Marcel. And it looks very good from here. It is good, and 3 white lights from Marcel at 276 kilograms. Great lifting from Marcel, but now Kane Cullen continuing to impress here. And 293 kilograms is going on the bar for him. Unbelievable attempts, this guy, all day. And the bar is loaded for Kane Cullen at 293 kilograms. It's back on the floor, and it's good lift and 2 white lights. Great lifting from Kane Cullen. Unbelievable stuff at 293, and 1 more attempt to go. I'm waiting to see what's going to go in there. I'm thinking 300 plus for sure. It's not often we see a 300 kilogram attempt up here in Far North Queensland, ladies and gentlemen, but he's taking 298. I think he should do 300. What do you reckon? Shout really loud if you want to see Kane do 300. Hopefully you heard that. We're back to the top of the round. We're going to clean this bar up now for Katrina Evans, and she's going to look for 118. The bar is loaded, ladies and gentlemen, for Katrina Evans in the final round of deadlifts of the entire competition. It's back on the floor, and a good lift once again for Katrina, and that's moved her into second place here, ladies and gentlemen. It will be a battle now for second, and Esther Cawthorne is looking for 143 kilograms. 143. This is very tight for placing here in the 100 plus kilogram class. And the bar is loaded now for Esther Cawthorne. Esther Cawthorne. $143 for Esther Cawthorne. It's the same weight. Esther Cawthorne, 143 kilograms. Bar is loaded. And it looks good, ladies and gentlemen, 143, and it's a good lift for Esther. Good lift, good lift, good lift. Good lift for Esther, taking her into second place. And now 143 remains on the bar for Danielle, and the bar is loaded. And further solidifying her first place, ladies and gentlemen, with a good lift there at 143 for Danielle Senishin. And now the final athletes coming out. Scott Wood is looking for 170 kilograms, and the bar's loaded for Scott from Brisbane North Barbell. It's a good lift for Scott Wood at 170, and now the young man, Caleb Rigari, looking for 195 kilograms. The bar is loaded for Caleb at 195. It's back on the floor and red lights there for Caleb, and just hitching the bar up the leg a little bit. Just needed to stay patient there, but he'll know better for next time. Owen Cuthbert is next up, and 205 kilograms is going on the bar. Bar is loaded at 205. He's been given the down call, and it's a good lift, and 3 white lights for Owen Cuthbert there at 205. Big Stewie Gay is next out. He's had a missed attempt on the second. He needs this lift now, 240 kilograms. And a bar is loaded for Stuart K. Nope, it's glued to the floor. Jimmy Farsi is next up, and 270 kilograms is going on the bar now for him. And a monster deadlift, and the bar is loaded for Jimmy Farsi at 270 kilograms. He looks like he's done it, ladies and gentlemen. White lights it is for Jimmy Farsi there, 270. And now the big giant Michael Campbell is looking for 275. And the bar is loaded for Michael Campbell at 275. And 5 red Samtec discs. And the referee's decision is no lift, unfortunately. A little bit of a dip in the bar at the top, and knees soft, not quite locked out. Unlucky Michael Campbell. What great lifting and a great attitude out there on the platform all day. And now the local man, Marcel Nyland, 282 kilograms, and the bar is loaded for Marcel. Come on, Marcel. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, it's the final 2 deadlifts. Give us some noise. Get up, son, get up. He has held on to it, and the referee's decision is good lift, and 2 white lights. Great lifting from Marcel today. Awesome stuff. And now the man, Kane Cullen, he's giving the crowd what we want, ladies and gentlemen, and a 300 kilogram deadlift attempt coming up. We're going to make some noise for Kane Cullen, ladies and gentlemen. And the bar is loaded. Come on, give it up. Let's go, Kane. Let's make some noise as the bar comes off the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Get up, Kane, get up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ah, unlucky, but great attempt there. Absolutely unbelievable lifting from Kane Cullen today, and what a pleasure having him here in far north Queensland, all the way from Rockhampton. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 2019 Australian Masters Championships, and from all of us at Iron Strength in Cairns, we thank you all for coming here, and have a wonderful afternoon. Please remember that we do have the trophy presentation at 7 p.m. at the backyard in